I live for CERN.
FB の命令
I live
すべて
for FB. Just what is FB?
何でもやる
I'll do anything
FB の
if FB tells me to.
指示なら
FB? Who's FB? FB. Do we know any FBs? I'm trying to think. Something in the back of my head is telling me Faris. But FB doesn't stand for Faris. Or what does B stand for? I don't think the B stands for Bahara. No. Start John Titor? I have no idea what it could stand for. FB? Is that the name of a supervisor?
岡部君
Okabe-kun.
君なの
Is it you?
ジョン・タイターは
Are you John Titor?
何
What? John Titor?
考えられない
There's no one else it could be.
君しか
Me?
何をバカ
I
な
don't have time for this. I dig the gun to Moaka's back.
それより
If you want to live,
死に
you'll
たく
call
な
your friends. Call FB.
今すぐにお前
Cancel
の
the
仲間と
attack.
それと
She shakes her
FB とや
head.
らに
そんな権限
I don't have your authority.
ない
知ったことか
I don't care. Find some way to stop the
何と
attack.
かするんだ
Otherwise,
殺す
I'll kill you. I can't do it. I'm not a killer. My hands are trembling just like Moaka's were before she shot Mayuri.
なんで
Why did you kill her?
殺したんだ
She was hesitating. She didn't want to pull the trigger. But she did.
お前も
You didn't
あ
want
んな
to
こと
kill
し
her,
たくな
did
かっ
you?
たんだろ
So why?
なのになんで
私は
I
従うだけ
just obey.
FB に
FB.
だったら
Then bring that
そ
son
の
of a
FB
bitch
とかいう
here.
やつをここに連れてこい
She shakes her head again.
だから
I don't care about your
そっち
authority.
の事情
If
な
you
んて
don't
知
do
ったこ
what
と
I
じゃない
say,
と
無理なの
I can't.
FB に
I've never.
会ったことは
And something hard stabs in my back. A chill runs through my body. There's someone behind me.
銃を捨てろ
Drop the gun. A man's voice. Is he with Moaka?
あいつを
You lied, Kiryu Moaka.
キリュウモエか
I'm ready to pull the trigger in cold blood.
二人だけで会う
We
と
promised to
約
meet
束しただろ
alone. She doesn't answer.
いいから銃
I
を捨てろ
said, drop the gun.
タイムマシンは
I'll
渡す
give you a time machine. Just don't kill anyone.
だから
だとしても
Even if you do that. Even though I'm still pointing the gun at her, Moaka steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, expression unreadable.
監禁して
You'd still be held prisoner.
二度と出されない
Forever. She takes a gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist.
頼む
Please.
ハッキングのことは
I'm sorry about hacking. Just please, don't kill anyone.
誰も殺さないでくれ
Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in.
ターゲット B を確保
Target being
開始を
custody.
頼む
Requesting pickup. Deep down, I knew. I can't save Mayuri. Even if Mocha Group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. Steins Gate? There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. Just some nonsense that made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Fate, God, the will of a universal absolute force that no one can resist. It exists, and it has sentenced Mayuri to death. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. Windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind me. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognise him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed me or in a taxi. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly as if to say there's no hope of escaping. The dashboard clock reads 7:30. I look out the window again. For a film, I managed to make out a street sign. We're close to a lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. If she did as I said, she won't die by their hands. That doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Mocha's going to take the time limit machine away. But what will happen then? CERN can have a machine, if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't. Not the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time limit machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. You have to get to it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time limit machine, everything will be alright. Ah! My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle. Thanks to adrenaline pumping from my body, I barely feel any pain. I can still move, that's all that matters. When it was stairs and my hands still tied, I can only pray we'll be able to operate the time limit machine quickly enough. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru in my lab. So are Mocha and her men. They open the door and burst in. Everyone looks at me in surprise. I'll go in! When she sees me in my tattered body, Mayuri runs up to me in tears in her eyes. Wait! I try to stop her. In the corner of my eye, I see Mocha take aim at her. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri in my own body. But a man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. I watch helpless as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes, wide and wet with tears, seem to stare into mine. But I can see that they've already lost their light. She's gone. Again. 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 What happens next is the same as before. Susa defeats the Rounders, Kurisu helps me time leap. And back we go. A flow of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in my lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I found myself staring at a time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Mocha's attack. If we had only never built a phone wave, if we had never sent those D-mails, perhaps the future might be different, instead of a nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it to pieces right here? In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out. Stop, Okabe! What are you doing? She grabs my arm and pulls me back. Are you trying to break the machine? You don't have to break it, Okabe. You decided not to experiment, remember? Anyway, put the chair down. I lower the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realised what would happen if I really did break the machine. It caused, or will cause, Mayuri's death. But at the same time, it's my only chance of averting that future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of the outcome will stay in my hand. You look pale, what's wrong? Are you listening? I can't deal with this, not now. Tell her! Shut up and tell her! Tell someone! If not Kurisu, tell Suzuha! I flee from my lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from a grave. Soon I could get fed up with a crowd and station and escape to a pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. The giant screen on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The two bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and time. I realise that today is Friday the 13th. Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30, 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms around each other. Somehow, I never seem to get tired of the dull, unchanging scenery. Just what am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die.
そこの地べたに座ってる
Hey,
土
don't you
建
think you're a little
男
old to be sitting on the ground in public? I lift my head and see Kurusu just standing there. So this is where you went.
こんなところ
I've
に
been
いた
looking
か
for you.
なあ、 クリスティー
Christina.
ナ、
何よ
What?
今何時だ？
What time is it now?
5時38分
5:38.
ねえそんなところでドキュン
If you
行
have
為
time
し
to
て
sit
る暇があ
around
っ
when
た
you can
ら
help me with
買い出し
shopping.
付き合いなさいよ
Shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for a party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX. We talked about Miss Bridge, just like now. Feels like so long ago. Back then, I had no idea what was about to happen.
どうなの
Well,
買い出し
are you going to come
来るの
along
か
or
来な
what?
い
I sigh deeply. I don't believe it was a wrong time leap. However,
クリス、
Chris. It's the first time you said my name
まと
properly.
もに名前呼んだな
I feel her eyes on me.
助けてくれ。
Help me? I can't save Mayuri alone. I realise that now. Reliving today and again only takes the same to perish time has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope.
助けてくれ。
Help me?
話して
Tell me what happened.
あんたがタイムリープし
I
た
know
の
you
も
use
分
a
かっ
time
て
leap machine.
何？
What? I look up in surprise. Krisa doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at a plaza with her usual frown.
あんたに誰かから電話が
You
かか
get
っ
a
てき
phone
たと
call
思
and
った
suddenly you
ら
act like a different
い
person.
きなり表現私の目はごまか
It
せ
was
ない
obvious.
3時間後から
I
来た。
came from 3 hours in the future.
何があった
What happened?
マユリが
They killed
殺
Mayuri.
された。
I know my head trying to hold back the tears. Then I explained about CERN and Moaku and about how Kurisu herself activated a time leap machine and made this possible. I told about my previous leaps. I explained that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, but I can't save her no matter how hard I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During that time, she hardly says a word.
すべて
It's all my fault.
俺の責任だ。
Talking to Kurisu would let me sort everything I've done, everything I've seen.
セルンにハッキングし
I
ろ
shouldn't
な
have
んて。
told Daru to hack CERN.
ダルにタイムマシーンを作
I
る
shouldn't
の
have
に。
asked you to build a time machine.
萌えかをラボメンに
I
なんて
shouldn't
す
have
るん
made
じゃなかっ
Moaku a
た。
lab mem.
マユリが死ぬのは
Mayuri's death is my fault.
すべて
That's why I needed to bear the burden myself.
俺の責任なんだ。
I was resolved to never do what it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet, my resolve has already crumbled.
そんなまずいことが起
You
きよ
know
う
that
としてるの
Mayuri's
に
gonna die.
あんた
Then
は
what
な
are
ん
you
で
doing?
ここ
Wasting
でぼ
time
んやり
here.
してるの
Her tone is haughty. Is that how I should sound when I'm playing Hoen Kyoma?
わからなくなった
I
か
just don't get it anymore.
わからない
What don't you get?
何が
ら。マユリを助ける
How to
方
save
法
her?
が。
あんたの話を聞いた
Based on what
限
you
りじゃ
said,
時
aggressive
間順
chronology
序保護仮
protection
説は
conjecture
本
is
当だっ
true.
たってことになるのかな
何をしても
No matter what I do,
どう
Mayuri
やっても
dies.
だから
And that's why I keep time leaping.
タイムリープマシン
There's no
は
guarantee a time machine
理
is
論上
safe, you know.
絶対安全だと証明されているわけじゃない
She lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when processing a problem.
これまでは
Even if a time
何
machine
事も
works
なく成
perfectly,
功してたかもしれ
repeated
ない
use
けど
may have serious side effects.
もしかしたら
For example,
時間
you
の
may
は
become disconnected
つま
from
り
causality
因果
itself.
率から外れるかもしれない。あんたはそんな危険を
You
冒
need
して
to
いる
understand the risks if you're going to
そのことを
continue.
自覚して。
因果率から外れる
Disconnected from causality. Meaning?
SF 小説によくあるで
Happens
し
all
ょ
the time in sci-fi.
閉じた
We
時
become
間
trapped
の
in
輪
a
の中
closed
で
time loop,
永遠に
never
さまよ
aging,
い
never
続ける
dying,
ってこと
doomed to repeat the same day for
永
all
久に年は
eternity.
取らないけど最悪の場合
Worst case,
なかったことにされ
You
る
may cease to
可能性だってあ
exist
る
Huh?
存在の抹消
every trace of existence will
あん
vanish.
たの
No one
18
will remember
年
you
だか
because your life will
19
have
年
never
だかの人
happened.
生の痕跡すべてをあらゆる人間が最初から知らなかったことにされるかも時間を飛び越えること
Leaping
は
through time is that dangerous.
それだけ危険なのよ
人間は根源的
Humans
に
are temporal beings.
時間的存在者である
ハイデガーね
Heidegger. I was
私も
thinking
今
about quote too.
その言葉を言おうと思ってた
お前から教わ
I
った
heard
こ
it
とだ
from you first.
いつ
When?
俺は
This isn't the first time
も
I've
う何度
leaped.
もタイム
な
Right,
るほど
of course. She squats next to me, thinking deeply.
あんたの話が本当
If
だ
what
っ
you
た
said
と
is
して
true, then I want to
マ
save
ユリを
Mayuri
助けたい
too.
気持ちはでも
But
タイム
as
リ
a
ープマシン
co-creator of
制
a
作
time
に
loop
関
machine,
わっ
I
た人
can't
間の
recommend
一
its
人として
continued use.
あんたは
Will you listen to
それ
my
でも
advice?
もがく
俺は
I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だから
I need your help.
もがくために
I have to save Mayuri.
マ
I
ユリ
can't
を
do
助
it
ける
alone,
た
but
めに
together we might have a chance. I
俺
want.
一人じゃダメだった
I
が
need to believe that.
クリスの力を
Please lend me your strength.
貸してくれ
無茶しやがって
You're such a stubborn fool. He's finally gone and said it. It only took how many episodes for him to reach the obvious conclusion that he's got a scientific genius right in front of him, a girl who knows about time travel, and he's been trying to. I mean, I will be fair to him. He wasn't exactly thinking straight. He just have his childhood friend, the girl he depends on, killed in front of him, over and over and over again. So it's not exactly the best state of mind, let's put it bluntly. But yeah, he's finally gone ahead and asked her. What will Carissa do to help? You can find out on the next episode of Steins Gate.